Hey guys, what's up? This is Aaron. Today I want to talk about one of the most common questions that I've got in my comments, and it goes like this. Should I buy the XM3s now going for the heavily discounted price of $250 on Amazon, or should I just pay full price and go for the XM4s at $350? Now, to be honest, my first reaction to this question is just bite the bullet, pay the full price and then go for the XM4, because the XM4 has got features that addresses some of the complaints that people had about the XM3s. For example, it's got features like multi-point pairing, auto pause detection to save battery, a better phone call quality, slightly roomier ear cups for better comfort, and on top of that, it's got better noise cancelling performance than the XM3s. But today, I'm going to play devil's advocate, and I'm going to talk about why you should buy the XM3s over the XM4s. Now, let's assume, for argument's sake, that the XM4s haven't been launched yet. It's been delayed due to various reasons till next year. Will people still buy the XM3s at $350? I think so. I think the XM3s at $350 is still a pretty good performer based on its noise cancelling performance, its sound quality, and based on just how customizable it is through the Sony Headphones Connect app. Which is why for 2 years running, the XM3s were the best selling noise cancelling headphones around, even when you compare them to competitors like the Bose Noise Cancelling Headphone 700, the Sennheiser Momentum 3 wireless headphones. The XM3 stood very well on its own at $350. So when you pull its price down to $250, then it becomes a lot more irresistible, especially to people who don't really feel that the XM4s are a big upgrade over the XM3s to justify that $100 price difference. That's pretty much what I said when I compared the XM4s to the XM3s in this video, that the XM4s are not a substantial upgrade over the XM3s, more of an incremental one. Now, one more reason to get the XM3s over the XM4s, the number of popular audio codecs they support. Some people may be fine with the XM4s only supporting SBC, AAC, and LDAC audio codecs. Other people may not be so sure. Maybe they are audiophiles who are simply used to using aptX or aptX HD to stream high fidelity, high resolution music. If that is you, then the XM3s might be a slightly better choice, because the XM4s, they don't support aptX or aptX HD. So you see, there are still some reasons why you should get the XM3s over the XM4. Some pretty good reasons, but like I said at the beginning of this video, the XM4s are what Marques Brownlee likes to call the final form of Sony's 1000X line. This is basically the result of 4 years of continuously iterating and improving the product based on user feedback, and now we have arrived at the most perfect form of the Sony 1000X yet, the 1000XM4. So if you've got $350 to spend on a pair of headphones, I highly recommend getting the XM4s instead of the XM3s, because at least with the XM4s, you know that you are getting the latest, most cutting-edge product from Sony, and you won't be missing out on any one of these new features that users of the XM3s would have liked. Alright, now I want to pose this question to you. Would you buy the XM4s at full price, $350, or would you pay $250 to get the XM3s instead? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please smash like. And if you want to see me compare the XM4s to other headphones in the market, please subscribe and ring the notifications bell, because this is the only way YouTube will notify you of new content from this channel. To see me compare the XM4s to the Bose NC700, please watch this video over here. To see me compare the XM4s to the Sennheiser Momentum 3 wireless headphones, please watch this video over here. Thanks again for watching. See you in the next one.